The city of Lagos never slept. By 5 o'clock in the morning, the streets were already alive. Lagos was a city of wealth and poverty living side by side, yet the gap between the two was as wide as the ocean. At the very heart of Ikoyi stood a mansion so large it looked like a palace. This was the home of Raymond Douglas, one of the richest young businessmen in Lagos. He was 32 years old, tall, and always dressed in the most expensive suits imported from Europe. His face appeared often in magazines and on television. People called him successful, powerful, and influential, but those who worked close to him also called him proud, arrogant, and merciless. Raymond never smiled at poor people. In his mind, they existed only to serve him. That Monday morning, Raymond was restless. His girlfriend, Tasha Williams, had held a party in his house the night before. The marble floor was stained with spilled wine, cigarette ashes lay scattered near the swimming pool, and crumbs of cake were pressed into the expensive Persian carpet. Raymond hated disorder. He could not tolerate a single spot in his mansion. So he picked up his phone and called the best cleaning company in Lagos. His voice was sharp. "Send someone immediately. I don't care who it is, but they must arrive within the hour. And make sure they do not touch anything that doesn't belong to them. You people know how these cleaners behave." The manager promised to send a worker at once. Far away, on the poor side of Lagos mainland, Annabelle Carter was already awake. She was only 23, but carried the weight of responsibility like a woman twice her age. Her father had died 5 years earlier in a road accident, leaving her mother, Martha, and younger brother Paul to struggle. Annabelle had dropped out of school to work. She took any job she could find, washing clothes, scrubbing floors, cleaning offices, anything that could put food on their small wooden table. That morning, the call from the company had come suddenly. She was to clean one of the biggest mansions in Ikoyi. The manager warned her strictly, "Annabelle, this client is very rich and very proud. Do not speak too much. Do your work and leave quickly. And please, do not touch anything you're not asked to clean. Rich people can be suspicious." Annabelle nodded. She was used to such warnings. She knew how the rich looked at people like her, as if poverty itself was a disease. When she arrived at Raymond's mansion, she stood in awe for a few seconds. The gates were taller than her entire house back in the slums. As she stepped through the wide doors, the chandelier above her glittered like 1,000 stars. The living room looked like something from a movie. Leather chairs, golden frames, glass tables, and a wide-screen television fixed on the wall. She quickly lowered her eyes and greeted, "Good morning, sir." "I'm here from the cleaning company." Raymond was seated on the sofa. He looked at her slowly, from head to toe, then smirked. "So you are the one they sent? Do your work quickly. And remember, I don't trust poor people. Keep your hands where they belong. Don't even think of stealing." I'll know Annabelle's cheeks burned, but she said nothing. She simply bowed her head and moved quietly to start her work. She was not new to insults like this. To survive in Lagos, she had learned to swallow words that hurt. For the next 3 hours, Annabelle scrubbed the marble floor until it shone. Each time she moved, Raymond's sharp voice followed her. "Don't miss that corner. Make sure you use the right polish. That rug costs millions. Be careful with that flower vase. It's imported from Italy." Annabelle kept silent. She hummed a soft gospel tune under her breath, a small comfort to calm her tired spirit. Finally, when she finished, she packed her bucket and stood near the door. "I'm done, sir," she said softly. Raymond did not even look up from his laptop. He just waved his hand as if dismissing a servant. Annabelle sighed. She opened the door and walked out of the mansion. Barely 10 minutes after she left, Raymond rose from the sofa and walked into his study. He wanted to collect some documents from his safe before going out. As he opened the safe, his eyes widened. His hand shook as he counted the bundles inside. Something was wrong. $20,000 in cash was missing. "What nonsense is this?" he shouted, his voice echoing through the mansion. He counted again, his face growing darker each time. The money was truly gone. At that moment, Tasha entered the room, dressed in a short red gown, scrolling on her phone. She saw his angry face and frowned. "Baby, what's going on? Why are you shouting like that?" "My money! Raymond roared. $20,000 is missing from my safe. Tasha gasped. Wait, wasn't that cleaner here just now? She must have seen the safe when she was cleaning. Who else could it be? Poor girls like her don't see money every day. She probably couldn't resist Raymond's chest burned with fury. The thought of a poor cleaner stealing from him made his blood boil. You're right, he said through clenched teeth. She was in this house. She must have taken it. How dare she? Without thinking twice, Raymond picked up his phone and dialed the cleaning company. His voice was ice cold. One of your workers just left my house. Her name is Annabelle Carter. She stole $20,000 from my safe. If you don't act immediately, I'll sue your company and shut it down. The manager's voice shook with fear. Sir, please. Annabelle has worked with us for a long time. She's honest. Shut up, Raymond barked. If you don't hand her over to the police, I'll make sure your company never operates in Lagos again. The manager had no choice. He quickly reported to the police. In a small, crowded street in Mushin, Annabelle had just got home when police sirens echoed outside. Where is Annabelle Carter? An officer barked as he entered the compound. Annabelle, confused, stepped forward. Yes, officer, I'm Annabelle. What is it? You are under arrest for stealing $20,000 from Mr. Raymond Douglas, the officer declared, grabbing her arm. What? Annabelle gasped. No, that's not true. I didn't steal anything. Her mother ran forward, tears already in her eyes. Please, no. My daughter is innocent. She would never steal. Paul, only 12 years old, clung to Annabelle, crying loudly. Leave my sister alone. She's not a thief, but the officers ignored them. They handcuffed Annabelle in front of her neighbors. People began to murmur. Some shook their heads in pity, while others whispered cruelly, so the girl is a thief after all. Annabelle's heart broke. She cried out, Mama, believe me. I didn't do it. I swear I didn't. But the police dragged her into the car as Martha collapsed to the ground, wailing. Back in his mansion, Raymond poured himself a glass of wine. He leaned back in his chair with a proud smile. In his mind, he had done the right thing. He had shown that nobody could mess with him, not even a poor cleaner. Poor people are all the same, he muttered to himself. Give them a little chance, and they'll show their true nature. Tasha walked in, smiling as she hugged him. See? That's how you handle people. Don't ever be soft. Poor people must be kept in their place. Raymond nodded, his heart still burning with arrogance, but somewhere deep inside a quiet unease whispered, what if she really didn't take it? He shook his head and sipped his wine, ignoring the voice. The night after Annabelle's arrest was long and bitter in the small wooden house at Mushin. Martha could not eat. She could not sleep. She sat on the mat with her hands on her head, tears pouring down her cheeks. Her son Paul lay beside her, his face swollen from crying. The neighbors had gathered earlier, whispering and shaking their heads. Some said, Annabelle is too decent to steal. Others said, you never know, hunger can make a person do anything. But Martha knew her daughter. Annabelle was honest, hard-working and disciplined. The pain of seeing her child dragged away in handcuffs burned Martha's heart like fire. By morning, she made a decision. She would go to Raymond's mansion herself. Maybe if she begged, maybe if she cried, the rich man's heart would soften. She held Paul by the hand and said softly, Stay at home, my son. I will go and beg for your sister. Pray for me. Paul's eyes filled with tears again. Mama, please bring Annabelle back. Tell them she is not a thief. Martha hugged him, her heart breaking, then stepped out into the hot Lagos sun. When she finally got down near Raymond's street, she felt out of place among the tall houses and luxury cars. She clutched her wrapper tightly and walked until she reached the black gate of Raymond's mansion. 2 security guards stood there. Martha greeted politely, her voice trembling. Good morning, sirs. Please, I want to see Ogre Raymond. My name is Martha Carter. I am the mother of Annabelle, the cleaner who came here yesterday. The guards looked at her suspiciously. One of them folded his arms. And what do you want from Ogre? Martha sighed. Please, I came to beg. My daughter did not steal anything. She is innocent. Please let me speak to Ogre. I just want to explain to him. Before the guards could answer, the gate opened and a shiny car drove out slowly. Inside sat Tasha Williams, Raymond's girlfriend. When she saw Martha standing by the gate, Tasha stepped out. Martha quickly bent low in respect. Good morning, madam. Please forgive me for disturbing you. My name is Martha Carter. I am the mother of Annabelle, the young cleaner who worked here yesterday. I beg you in the name of God, my daughter is not a thief. She did not take Olga's money. She is innocent. Tasha looked Martha up and down, her lips curling in disgust. So you are the mother of that thief? She asked coldly. Martha shook her head quickly. No, madam. Please don't call her that. Annabelle is a good girl. She works hard. She has never stolen a thing in her life. Please help me talk to your boyfriend. Tell him to release my daughter. Tasha laughed loudly. Boyfriend? Who told you nonsense? He is not my boyfriend. He is my husband-to-be. Soon we will marry. And let me tell you, I don't waste my time listening to poor ugly women like you. You should be ashamed of yourself. You raised a criminal. You gave birth to a thief. Martha's knees went weak. Please, madam, don't say that. I know my daughter. She is not a criminal. She is innocent. I beg you in God's name. You are a woman like me. You know how it feels to see your child suffer. Please have mercy. Talk to him. Tell him to let Annabelle go, Tasha hissed. Mercy? You are very stupid. Your daughter stole from us. $20,000. Do you know how much that is? Do you know how many years of your miserable life you would need to make that money? You poor people are all the same, greedy, dirty, and shameless. Now she will rot in prison where she belongs. And you, old woman, should be thanking God they didn't lock you up too. Martha burst into tears. Madam, please. Don't talk like that. Poverty is not a crime. We are suffering, yes, but my daughter is innocent. Please help me. Talk to Olga Raymond. He has power. He can release her if he wants. Tasha moved closer. Shut up, you poor ugly woman. You disgust me. You and your daughter are the same. Thieves. Low class. Nothing. My Raymond will never listen to people like you. He is above your kind. He is rich, powerful, and mine. Do you hear me? Mine. Martha sobbed uncontrollably. She was too weak to fight. She begged again. Please, madam. Please, for the sake of God, forgive us if we offended you. My daughter is all I have. Please don't let her rot in prison. I beg you. But Tasha only laughed again, turning to the guards. If this dirty woman does not leave my sight, throw her out. I don't want her polluting the air here. The guards shifted uneasily. One of them whispered, Madam, maybe we should… Shut up, Tasha snapped. Do as I say. Martha rose slowly, her legs trembling. She looked at Tasha one last time, tears streaming down her face. One day, madam, the truth will come out. My daughter is innocent, and God will fight for her. Few hours later, Tasha was on call in her room. She was laughing carelessly as she spoke to her friend Sandra. My dear, Tasha said with excitement, you will not believe what I did. I really outsmarted Raymond this time. That man is too full of himself. He thinks he is a king. Sandra laughed. Tell me, babe. What did you do? You sound too happy. Tasha lowered her voice, but still spoke loudly enough for anyone close by to hear. I stole his money. $20,000. I already used $10,000. Can you imagine? $10,000 gone just like that. I bought new clothes, jewelry, and I even booked us a VIP table at the club tonight. We are going to party hard, Sandra gasped. What? Tasha, you are too bad. You really stole from Raymond. Tasha laughed louder. Yes, my dear. Sometimes I feel a little pity for that poor cleaner girl. She is in police cell now, suffering for what I did. But then again, beautiful girls like me always have to steal to maintain their beauty. Anyway, it is not my fault. Raymond is too stingy. That guy is too full of himself. He has so much money, but gives me nothing. His own is too much. Sandra smiled through the phone. You are a bad girl, but that's my girl. I like you like this. Don't mind him. Men like Raymond deserve it. You've got brains. Let us party tonight. Raymond had just got home. He was walking past the hallway when he heard Tasha's voice. At first he ignored it, but the words "I stole his money" froze him in his tracks. He stood still, listening carefully. With each word Tasha spoke, his chest burned hotter. His heart pounded as the truth hit him like thunder. So it was Tasha all along. She was the thief. She was the liar. She was the reason he accused an innocent girl. She was the reason Annabelle was sitting in a dirty cell, shamed and disgraced. His hands clenched into fists, his face turned red with anger. Without wasting time, Raymond pushed open the door to Tasha's room. Tasha jumped in shock. She stared at him, eyes wide, lips trembling. "Raymond! Baby, why are you barging in like this?" "You scared me," Raymond's voice thundered. "Shut your mouth, you shameless woman." Tasha's knees went weak. "Baby, what is it? Why are you so angry?" Raymond moved closer, his eyes blazing with fire. "I heard everything, Tasha. Every single word. You stole my money. You wasted 10,000 already. And you let me accuse an innocent girl. You made me put her in prison. You are evil." Tasha fell to her knees, her hands shaking. "Baby, please, let me explain. I still have 10,000 left. I will pay you back. Please, don't be angry. It was the devil, my love." "I don't know what came over me," Raymond roared, his voice shaking the room. "Don't lie to me again. It was not the devil. It was your greed, your wickedness, your shameless life. How dare you? You dared to mock me. You dared to frame a poor girl while you enjoyed stolen money." Tasha crawled closer, tears running down her cheeks. "Baby, please forgive me. You know I love you. I only did it because you are too stingy. You never give me money the way you should." "I was angry. Please forgive me." Raymond frowned. "You dare call me stingy? After everything I have given you? You disgust me. Listen carefully. You must bring back the $10,000 you still have. You have only 2 days. If you don't, I will lock you up forever. Don't try me, Tasha. You know the kind of man I am." Tasha sobbed louder. "I will find the money. Just give me time. Please, my love. I beg you." Raymond's voice was sharp like a whip. "Shut your mouth. You should be in prison already. Because of you, I made the biggest mistake of my life. Because of you, an innocent girl is suffering in a cell. You are wicked, Tasha. Wicked." Without another word, Raymond picked up his phone. His hand shook with anger as he dialed. The line connected quickly. "Hello, sir," a voice answered. "Is this the DPO?" Raymond barked. "Yes, sir. This is the DPO." Raymond's voice was cold and firm. "I gave you an order to hold a girl named Annabelle Carter. Release her immediately. Do you hear me? She is innocent. Let her go at once and clean her record. If there is even a scratch on her name, you will answer to me directly." "Yes, sir," the DPO replied quickly. "She will be released immediately." Raymond ended the call and glared at Tasha. "Get out of my sight. You are filth. Don't let me see your face again until you bring that money. 2 days. If not, I will make sure you rot in prison." The cell at Mushin police station smelled of sweat and tears. The walls were damp, the floor dirty. In the far corner, Annabelle Carter sat with her knees pulled up to her chest. Her face was pale, her hair rough, and her heart heavy. 2 nights in custody had felt like 2 years. She kept asking herself, why me? She had worked honestly all her life, yet here she was, branded a thief. Every time she remembered her mother's tears and Paul's cries as the police dragged her away, her chest tightened. "I didn't steal anything," she whispered to herself again and again. "Why don't they believe me?" The women around her mocked her sometimes. One of them laughed bitterly, saying, "You fine girl like you, stop pretending. Rich man's house, of course you stole. That is why you are here," Annabelle cried silently. She had no strength to argue. By late morning, a female officer appeared with keys jingling in her hand. She pointed straight at Annabelle. "You, get up, pack your things. You're free." Annabelle blinked in disbelief. "Free? What do you mean?" The officer shrugged. "Orders from above. You are lucky. Don't waste time. Move with shaking legs." As she stepped out of the cell, tears filled her eyes. The open air outside the bars felt like freedom itself. The next morning in Mushin was bright, but Annabelle's heart was still heavy. She had barely slept. Each time she closed her eyes, she saw the iron bars of the police cell and heard the mocking voices of women calling her a thief. She sat quietly on the small wooden stool outside their room, staring at the dusty street. Suddenly, the sound of a car horn echoed down the street. Neighbors rushed out of their rooms, whispering in surprise. A black SUV slowly drove into the compound. The door opened and out stepped Raymond Douglas. Annabelle looked up and her body stiffened. Her chest tightened with anger. She stood up slowly, her eyes locked on him like fire. Raymond walked forward slowly, his steps heavy. He cleared his throat and spoke softly. "Annabelle, I came to—" Annabelle raised her hand sharply. "Stop right there. Did I not warn you to stay away from me and my family? Why are you here? Haven't you done enough damage already?" Raymond sighed deeply. His voice was heavy with shame. "I came to apologize. What I did to you was wrong. I judged you unfairly. I believed a lie. I can't change the past, but I want to make things right." Annabelle frowned. "Make things right? By what? Your sorry means nothing to me. You disgraced me. You destroyed my name. You put me in a cell like a common thief. Nothing can make that right." Raymond nodded slowly. "I know words are not enough. That's why I came with something more. From today, you are no longer just a cleaner for random companies. I want you to work directly for me, in my house. You will be on my payroll. You will cook, clean, and manage the house. Your salary will be 5 times what you used to earn. Your family will never suffer again." Annabelle's anger boiled over. "So this is why you came? To insult me again? You think because you are rich, you can wave money in my face and I will run to you like a dog? You think poverty makes us desperate? You think dignity is for sale? Shame on you, Mr. Raymond. Shame." Annabelle's voice rose higher. "You are so full of yourself. You walk into our compound with your shiny car and your fine suit, thinking everyone should bow to you. You say you want to employ me, to work in the same house where you called me a thief, to serve the same man who threw me into a cell without proof. Never. I would rather scrub 10,000 floors for strangers than step foot in your mansion again. Keep your money, keep your job, keep your pride. We don't need it." Raymond's mouth opened, but no words came out. His chest rose and fell too quickly. His lips trembled, his hands shook. Suddenly, his eyes rolled back, and before anyone could stop him, he collapsed heavily on the dusty ground. Annabelle's anger melted instantly into shock. Her heart pounded. She stepped back, covering her mouth. Raymond was rushed into the emergency room. Nurses worked quickly, attaching drips, checking his blood pressure, and calling the lab. His body was pale, sweat covered his forehead, but he did not open his eyes. Outside, the waiting area was tense. His driver paced up and down, making frantic calls. "Yes, madam." "Boss fainted. They said it is serious. Please come quickly." Within 30 minutes, Tasha arrived in another sleek car. She ran inside dramatically, her heels clicking loudly on the tiles. "Where is he? Where is my baby?" she screamed. The nurses tried to calm her. "Madam, please wait. The doctor will speak with you soon." Finally, the doctor called her into his office. His eyes were kind but tired. Tasha dropped into the chair opposite the doctor, sobbing loudly. "Doctor, please. Save him. I love him. He is my life. I cannot live without him. Please, do something." The doctor spoke firmly. "Madam, calm down. Listen carefully. Your fiancé did not just faint. His condition is very serious. His kidneys are failing. He will not survive without a kidney transplant." Tasha gasped. "A kidney transplant? Doctor, please, save him. Don't just sit there." The doctor leaned forward. "He has 5 days at most if we do not find a donor. Finding a kidney is not easy. It must come from someone compatible." Tasha's eyes widened. 5 days? Oh my God, what will I do? The doctor said gently, "Madam, why don't you come with me to the lab? Let us test you. If you are a match, we can save him quickly." Tasha's face changed instantly. "Me? Check if I am a match? No, I cannot. Doctor, find somebody else. I can't risk that. What if something happens to me?" The doctor frowned. "But madam, you just said you love him, that he is your life." "If you truly love him, this is the chance to prove it," Tasha hissed. "Love doesn't mean I should cut myself open. That man is stingy, doctor. He has plenty of money, but he doesn't give me enough. Why should I risk my life for him? No way. Do your job, doctor, and leave me out of it." The doctor's eyes hardened. "Madam, I am a doctor, not a magician. If we don't find a donor, your fiancé will die in 5 days." Tasha waved her hand carelessly. "Then find another donor." That is what you people are paid for, and please mind your business. I'm going to the store to buy something. Call me if anything changes." She walked out proudly. A few minutes later, the door opened again. This time it was Annabelle. Annabelle's voice shook as she spoke. "Doctor, please, do something. Save him. Don't let him die." The doctor looked up, surprised. "You are the young cleaner, right?" "The one who was accused." Annabelle nodded quickly. "Yes, sir. He collapsed in our compound. If he dies, his family will blame me. They will say I cursed him. They will finish me and my family. Please, save him. I don't want his death on my head." The doctor sighed. "My dear, listen carefully. He needs a kidney transplant urgently. If he doesn't get it, he will not survive." Annabelle gasped, tears falling down her cheeks. "Oh God, doctor, please take mine. Do it. Take my kidney. Save him." The doctor shook his head. "It is not done that way. We cannot just take your kidney without tests. We must check if you are a match. Come back tomorrow morning. We will run the test." Annabelle's voice broke. "Tomorrow? Will it not be too late?" The doctor shook his head. "No, he has a few days left. But we must not waste time. If you are a match, we will act quickly." Annabelle nodded. "Okay, doctor. I will come tomorrow. Please, just save him." Her lips trembled. "Can I see him now?" The doctor shook his head. "No, he is resting. He needs strength. Come tomorrow." When Annabelle got home that evening, her heart was heavy. Her mother, Martha, looked at her closely and asked softly, "My child, what did the doctor say?" Annabelle swallowed hard. "Mama, he said Raymond will die in 5 days if he does not get a kidney. I told the doctor I will give mine to save him." Martha's eyes widened in shock. "What?" "Annabelle, no. That is too risky. You are still young. A kidney transplant is not a small thing. You could lose your life." Annabelle shook her head slowly. "Mama, I know it is risky, but I cannot just watch him die. He collapsed in front of me. If he dies, people will blame us. They will say it is because of me. I don't want that burden." Mama Martha held her daughter's hands tightly. "But after all he did to you, he accused you, he put you in prison, he destroyed your name. Why do you want to save him now?" Annabelle's lips trembled. "I don't know, Mama. Something in me wants to help him. I think I am starting to feel something for him. I don't understand it myself, but I cannot let him die like this." Martha shook her head. "My daughter, your heart is too soft. But if this is truly what you want, I will not stop you. I will only pray that God protects you." Annabelle sighed. "Mama, tomorrow I will go back for the test. If I am a match, I will save him." The next morning at Lagos General Hospital, the doctor sat at his desk, looking tired. He picked up his phone and dialed Tasha's number. After a few rings, she answered. "Hello, madam," the doctor said politely. "I just wanted to know if you have changed your mind. Are you coming today to do the test?" "Raymond's time is running out." Tasha sighed loudly from the other end of the line. Music and laughter could be heard in the background. "Doctor, please don't disturb me. I told you yesterday, I cannot do it. I am already on holiday with my man. I don't have time for this stress." The doctor frowned. "Madam, this is about life and death. Raymond could die if no donor is found. Are you sure you won't even try?" "Just one test, that is all." Tasha laughed coldly. "Let his parents donate their kidney for him. After all, they never liked me. Why should I suffer for them? They will be happy if I disappear. So let them carry their problem. And please, don't call me again. I don't want to hear anything about Raymond or his family. I am enjoying myself." The doctor was silent for a moment, shocked at her words. "Madam, you claim to love him, yet you abandon him in his most desperate moment. This is heartless." But Tasha snapped back. "Doctor, mind your business. You are not my priest, you are just a doctor. Do your work and stop calling me. Goodbye." She ended the call immediately. The doctor stared at his phone, shaking his head in disbelief. So this is love. A woman who claims she cannot live without him is now on holiday while he fights for his life. Truly, the heart of man is wicked. The next morning, Annabelle came back to the hospital. Her heart was heavy, her eyes red from sleeplessness. "Come, let me take you to his room," the nurse said gently. When Annabelle entered the room, she saw Raymond lying on the hospital bed. His eyes were closed, machines beeped softly beside him, his face looked pale, his chest rose and fell slowly. Annabelle walked closer, tears streaming down her cheeks. She held his cold hand and whispered, "Raymond, please don't die. I forgive you. I am sorry for everything I said. You hurt me, yes. But I don't want you to leave this world like this. I am willing to give you my kidney. I don't care if it is risky. I don't care what people will say. I only want you to live." Her tears dropped. She bent her head and whispered again, "I don't even understand myself. But I think I am beginning to love you." Just then, Annabelle felt his hand move. She looked up quickly, and to her shock, Raymond's eyes were open. "Raymond," she gasped. He gave a weak smile. "Annabelle." She stepped back, confused. "You're awake? You heard me." Raymond nodded slowly, then sighed. "I heard everything. And now I must tell you the truth." Annabelle's heart pounded. "What truth?" Raymond sat up slowly on the bed. "Annabelle, I was never sick. I planned everything, the collapse, the hospital, the kidney story, all of it." Annabelle's eyes widened. "What? You mean you pretended?" "Yes," Raymond said softly. "I told my doctor friend to help me. I wanted to test Tasha. I wanted to know if she truly loved me or if she was only after my money. That is why I pretended to collapse. That is why the doctor said I had kidney failure." Annabelle was so shocked. "You mean all this time you were watching?" Raymond nodded. "Yes. And Tasha failed me. The woman I trusted, the one I thought loved me, ran away when she thought I needed her most. She refused even to test if she was a match. She showed me that her love was fake." He paused, his eyes softening. "But you, Annabelle, you shocked me. You, the woman I hurt, the woman I accused, the woman I put in prison. You came here crying for me. You were ready to give your kidney, your life, just to save me. You even said you are beginning to love me. That broke me. That touched my soul." Annabelle's hands shook. "Raymond, why would you do such a cruel test? Do you know how much I cried? Do you know how afraid I was?" Raymond looked down, ashamed. "I know. I am sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you again. But I wanted to see the truth with my own eyes. And now I know. Tasha never loved me. But you, Annabelle, even after all my wickedness, you chose to forgive. You chose to save me. That is something I will never forget." Annabelle sighed. "Raymond, you are a proud man. You played with my emotions. You almost killed me with fear. But I see your point. Tasha truly failed you. And me? I don't even know why I care this much for you. Maybe God is teaching us both a lesson." Raymond reached out and touched her hand gently. "Annabelle, that day I came to your house to beg, I already knew I had started loving you. But when you rejected me, when you insulted me, I realized you were not going to forgive me easily. So I made this plan. I wanted to see people's true colors. And I saw them. Tasha, the woman I thought was mine, abandoned me. You, the woman I least deserved, was ready to save me. From today, I will never forget that Annabelle stared at him, searching his eyes. She wanted to know if his words were true or just another trick. His eyes, however, looked different now. They were soft, filled with regret. Just then, the hospital door opened. Tasha walked in, holding a shopping bag. She froze when she saw Annabelle by Raymond's side. "What is she doing here?" Tasha snapped. "Raymond, you should not allow this thief near you." Raymond turned his head slowly, his eyes cold. "Tasha, stop. Don't call her that again. She is not a thief. She is better than you in every way." Tasha's jaw dropped. "What? After everything I did for you, you choose this poor girl over me?" Raymond gave a bitter smile. "Yes, everything you did. You spent my money, lied to me, used me. When you thought I was dying, you ran away. You refused to even test if you could save me. That was when I saw your heart clearly. You never loved me. You only loved my money." Tasha's face turned red. "Raymond, you can't talk to me like that." Raymond raised his hand. "Enough. Leave this place. Our relationship is over. You failed the test, and now I don't want to see you again." Tasha's eyes filled with rage. She turned to Annabelle and hissed, "This is your fault. You think you've won. You are nothing but a poor house girl. He will dump you too." Annabelle didn't reply. She simply looked at Tasha with calm eyes. That silence cut deeper than any insult. With a loud hiss, Tasha stormed out, slamming the door behind her. The room grew quiet again. Raymond looked at Annabelle, his voice gentle. "Now you see why I did it. I wanted to know who truly cared for me. Tasha failed me, but you showed me a love I did not deserve." Weeks passed. Raymond truly began to change. He apologized to Annabelle's mother, Martha, and provided support for her health. He sponsored Annabelle back to school and helped her start a small cleaning business of her own. Annabelle slowly began to see that his change was real. She smiled more when he visited. She no longer looked at him with only anger, but with a heart that was healing. One evening, as the sun set over Lagos, Raymond stood with Annabelle outside her house. The air was quiet, only children's laughter echoing from a distance. "Annabelle," he said softly, "thank you for giving me a second chance. I don't know what the future holds, but I know I want to walk it with you." Annabelle looked at him, her heart calm. "Raymond, I am not promising you everything yet, but I am willing to walk one step at a time. If your change is true, then maybe, just maybe, love will grow." Raymond smiled. He held her hand gently. "That is enough for me." Their story spread across the community. People talked about how the proud rich man was humbled by the poor cleaner, and how love is not about money, but about truth and sacrifice. And Annabelle herself learned something important. Forgiveness can heal wounds, but trust must be rebuilt carefully. Raymond learned the greatest lesson of his life. Wealth means nothing without love, humility, and respect. Together they began a new chapter, not perfect, but hopeful. Dear viewers, what lesson did you learn from this story? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Also, turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know whenever we upload new videos. Thank you for watching and stay blessed.